Hey everybody, Adam Davidson, RadCast for Thursday, March the 2nd, 2023. We are fully into March, no joke about it. We're going to be in the Gospel of Luke this morning, and I'll tell you what brought me to this Gospel in just a second, but first, here's the whole scene. It's the crucifixion, Jesus in the center, a thief on his right, a thief on his left, and they're in the middle of this shameful, painful, terrible, excruciating experience of crucifixion. And one of the criminals are hurling insults at Jesus and says, "Come on, you're the Messiah, save us." But the other one says, "Don't you fear God? Don't you get it? We're being punished justly, you and I. But this man in the middle, he has done nothing wrong." And then that same man said to Jesus, "Remember me when you come into your kingdom." And then Luke 23:43, Jesus answered him, "Truly I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise." And that's the word of the Lord. I've been thinking about that word paradise, not just because it's an old Five Iron Frenzy song, and I don't expect hardly any of you to even know what I'm talking about. That's sort of a generational thing that had to do with those of us who grew up in the brief but turbulent period of ska music. Paradise is an interesting word. It's something that we're all sort of going for. We spent time in Florida a few weeks ago, and any time away from Michigan and in Florida, a tropical paradise is truly paradise. Well, I'm thinking about this word because I saw this story in the Wall Street Journal about these folks who moved into their forever home. They called it their forever home. This is where we're going to live from here on out. 4-bedroom, 3-bath, beautiful home in Connecticut, located right on the corner of a golf course. It's one of those neighborhoods where like the houses are all around the golf course, and so you have these beautiful panoramic views. Well, their house is right there next to the 15th hole. Wouldn't you know it, some golfers figured out that they can work their way around to the 15th by taking this little shortcut, which happened to be right next to their house. So now, 651 golf balls later, these people are calling it their not paradise. It's not so pretty anymore. This is just a few of the examples of the many golf balls that have pelted their home and even come through their home and windows and denting the deck, stuff like that. And so these people are like, this is our forever home. It's our paradise. And look, it's being destroyed by golf balls. And we live by this golf course, but we didn't expect this to happen. So now they're suing the housing development and the golf course, and they actually won a settlement of $3.5 million. But then another court said, no, we're not doing that. And so it's this whole thing. And it's this story and expose about how we live near these golf courses to get this little sense of like, ooh, this is nice, this is comfortable. But something always comes along and ruins it. Can you relate? You know, I had a difficult, many years difficult sort of marriage and family situation that just by God's grace trudged through and got through to the other side. And now I'm married and remarried really, and we have this blended family and all these wonderful things. And it's great, but it's not perfect. I'm a father. I love my kids, and I wish I was a better dad. Like I'm okay, but I'm not perfect. I'm looking to get into another job or career or something. Like it'll be great, but nothing about it will be perfect. I can't expect Jesus to do Jesus stuff through other people. Or maybe I should say that better. I can't expect other people to be my Messiah. Only Jesus can be that. And I can't expect anything on this world to be paradise. Only paradise will be paradise. You know, your forever home is not here. It is with the Lord in eternity, in a perfect kingdom. Your Messiah is not anyone here on this earth. It's Jesus. That's it. And so for me, it's about perspective. It's like, it's never going to be perfect. And I don't want to be cynical, and I don't even want to be skeptical, but I want to be realistic and say, I can't expect heaven on earth until heaven comes to earth fully. And I can't expect anybody or anything to save me or make me okay. Only Jesus can do that. All these broken windows. What a bummer. But look at how many free golf balls they have, as if they really wanted them. Just something to think about. Is paradise in your mind someplace here, or is it with the Lord forever? Is your Messiah in some situation or concoction here, or is it truly Jesus? Just something I've been knocking around on. Remember, Jesus said, today you will be with me in paradise, but he says this to a man who is suffering the most terrible death. You may suffer, it may be difficult, but there is a plan, there is a purpose, there is an eternity. That's why we follow Jesus. It's not the only reason, but it's certainly one reason, and it gives us hope. And hope is a good thing. That's RadCast.